Thanks for dropping into my channel once again. I'm going to cover just a few properties of the brush tool here and also the paint tool down here, the paintbrush tool, and perhaps a bit on the fill tool. Some basic OpenToonz stuff. First of all, this is by default set to open up as a Toonz raster level. OpenToonz comes with various levels or types of layers. That's what we've opened there. Let's open a raster level. It goes blue. That's a raster level there. And then we can also open a Toonz vector level. There we go. And that will be that one there. Oh, and it also has a scan level here. So if you're scanning from your paper, from your light table paper, whatever, that'll be the level it comes in at there. Okay, so basically it's those three. I just use mainly the Toonz raster level and the vector level now and then. So let's just go and delete these two levels. We're not going to use them. We're just using the Toonz raster level here. And this is the main tool you're probably going to use, which is the brush tool here. This one here is a paintbrush tool. And the properties are a little bit different, and that's what I'm just going to show you today. So let's just put a variation of color here. There's our palette there and our mixer. So let's just go and create something else, maybe a red. And with the paintbrush tool selected, we can just go and paint there, and then I'll just show you the differences here. So we can just expand the size here, 33. We can make it quite a thick brush. And there we go. See how it's painting over everything? If we come back to our black and go back to our brush tool, and if we want to go and fill it, whoops, OpenToonz doing a auto save there. Oh, that's another thing. If you want to save your work, project management, preferences, click on that, and then you can go down to saving. And then here you can set your save time. So I've got it set here for every 15 minutes. You can change that. You can take it off. I like to have that set because I do tend to crash my machine every now and then. And it's quite upsetting when you've done an hour of work and it goes. Okay, so that's what that was, just auto save. So let's just go and play with this a little bit. So your fill tool will be this one here, your bucket fill tool. And see how it fills that whole shape quite nicely, right? Okay, so if we want to paint over that, let's just go and create another color here. Let's just make it a green. And we want to paint over that. There's various ways to do it. And the way you control that is up here in your mode. So at the moment it's set to lines and areas. So if I just go paint, it goes over the line and the area. The red stuff is the area and the black thing is the line. If you just want to paint over lines, you can do that. See, pretty handy. And if you just want to paint over areas, you can do that. Let's just undo that. Well, we can redo that green. Okay, I've lost it. No worries. Let's just pull up a green here again. So that's the one thing. Then with the brush itself, there's also an order to it, and it's up here, draw order. You can draw overall, underall, and by the palette order. So the other thing you can do is put on the selective button here, and then when you paint, it will paint everything but what's selected. You can use that line again just to select lines, just areas, etc. So it's all up here. These controls are all up here. Let me show you another little thing about this so we've been doing this down at this frame down here. So we can carry on adding to this. Let's just add another color. Let's go and add some blue in here. And it's a bit of a dog's breakfast at the moment, but there we go. You see, I've been doing this not in frame 1, I've been doing it on any frame down. Now, you can do that with the paintbrush tool, but if you were to say on frame 5 here, go and use the brush tool, bam. You see what's happened? It's created a new frame here, and it's created, so there's our old frame there, frame 1, and then frame 2 is that frame there. So that's the difference between them. You can come down here with your brush and you can happily paint away. And you see we on the second frame of frame 2 here. We can be down there on frame 10. It's not going to create a new frame. But the moment you use the brush tool, the moment you go in and let's just put a line in here, bam. You see that? It goes and automatically creates a new frame 3 now. All right. So those are a few things about the differences between the brush and the paintbrush tool. Obviously, you guys know all about the fill tool. That's pretty standard. You can vary it. Lines and area selective. Let's see what that does. There we go. You can select the line and fill that, etc., etc. Okay, so that's it. I hope that helped you a little bit. And once again, thanks for dropping in and joining me on my channel. I hope to see you around here again. All the best. Bye.